Hey y'all, it's Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. And I am excited to bring you another unboxing. And you can see I'm in my jammies. I'm very comfortable in my warm little jammies here in Brooklyn. It was really cold yesterday. And it's going to be even colder this weekend as I head to Canada. Because you know it's always like 10 to 15 degrees colder than New York. So my hats will be back on. But this morning I bring you Bethy's, I always forget the full name. Bethy's Boutique Studio, or Elizabeth, or Bethy, and I'm super excited because she decorated the whole box. You know, guys, usually for the holidays or for these kinds of things, people don't Maggie homes up the whole box because, you know, you're rushing to get your holiday gifts out, you're rushing to get your challenges out, but she did. She took the time to do it, so thank you. It was super festive to open. And there's some beautiful, beautiful tissue. My husband is like looking at me like, oh, I love these. Oh, we're going to talk about this one. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm not supposed to be like, you did it in a shaker. And these are some of my favorite things to make. Okay, we'll talk about it when I actually look at it. Guys, and not only is it filled with crinkle goodness, which I've been saving and repurposing in all my packages going out, so you guys will recognize a lot of the beautiful crinkle. But she also sent the beautiful foam flowers in here as part of this. Oh my gosh, I just saw that I got my first French fry box ever. We're going to talk about that. That's so exciting. And there's a beautiful card. And I'm not peeking, guys. I always look at it with you. This is a beautifully done box, guys. If you're looking for someone who does beautiful swap boxes, whoa, it's even got the little glittery foam bits in that I love. My husband's like rolling his eyes. He's like, he's so over the unboxings. He's so over the unboxings. I'm telling you. You know, it's funny. I've been studying these just to see how people are layering these up to get the dimension. So look at this super pretty card. So it has a really delicate happy birthday die cut done in a hot pink underneath and the gold overlay. And I gotta tell you guys, Miss Bethy's pretty meticulous because she put in foam dots right at the points where the letters join so that they're invisible. So amazing dimension. I've noticed a lot of people get this dimension by cutting out foam and then overlaying. And that's one method, but then you don't get this really nice pink shadowing underneath. And then we have 3 gemmies, but it's the sewing. Okay, I'm going to try to show you on my camera, but it's not just stitched around every single edge, but she's done this really beautiful fan stitch around the smaller piece. That's super pretty. See that? It's a Maggie Holmes fan stitch. I'm not kidding. This is very Maggie. So there's the regular stitching here, which is done in a thicker double stitch, then a thin stitch up here, and then this amazing scalloped Maggie stitch with the Maggie pom-pom and a little frill. Oh, it's beautifully done. Aww. Oh, that's so nice. That is so nice. Okay, so the official title is Bethy's Boutique Studio, but she calls herself Beth. So now I know. Hi, Beth. Now I actually know. And I'm really glad you enjoyed each video. I'm super excited to open this. We're going to start with this wonderfulness. I'm sorry, folks. We have to start with this. So y'all know that one of my favorite things to make are windmills. And I make the mini ones. And I usually almost always put them in a swab because I love them. But I have never made them with a shaker because I can't sew. And I think with glue it wouldn't look as pretty. So I'm going to tell you first, I'm going to describe it while looking at it and I'm going to share it with you. This is an amazingly constructed piece of work. Actually, it's really amazingly constructed. And what Beth has done is she has sewn a really smart, thick acetate plastic over really thicked up paper. It feels like more than one layer. I'm looking, it may only be 2 layers, but it feels thicker because it's just the way that she's put it together. And there she has put gold stars in all the colors of the paper. Plus, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. These little stars and these larger sequins. Guys, this is now my favorite new thing. Look at this, guys. Look at it. Who doesn't want to, listen, shake. So not only is it pretty, but it makes shake noises. And what I love that you did is that you created the larger circular piece, very much like the way it's made in a store, added the pom-pom for the twist. These are the small details I'm really taking note of when doing these unboxings And I gotta tell you guys, it makes such a difference. And then she has put that, she's of course scalloped all of it also in the Maggie color. So we have pink and we have the mint green. And on the back, it's the same fine detailing as on the front. And what I really love too is that she's pulled all the colors of the collection in both a baby ruffle trim like that one we all love. But there's also this fuzzy wuzzy. Look at it. I love the fuzzy wuzzy. And then this is this really pretty trim. I'm sure you all have seen this on Ally, but I love it. It's got the gold on the edges and it's like really delicate. So this is like a really beautiful trim. And that's the wand and I love it. So that must be for the birthday portion because I think this is another combined box. I'm so excited. Let's go to the French fry box. So there's a history with me and these French fry boxes. When they were first released, and I hate to say it, I think it may have been Alina who released it first, I was like, who is going to buy a French fry box? What adult wants a French fry box? Well, I gotta tell you, Alicia Love Letter Generation put me to shame because then she did a swap where she used the French fry box. And listen, Erica Scrap Diva did a fantastic project share when she got this die. And I was like, okay, it's super pretty, but still, no. But then Alicia did the swap and I saw how she used it and how cool she made it. And then I totally revisited my whole idea on the French fry box. But I think because of that, Alicia has never sent me a French fry box. But I got my first one! And it is way cooler in person. So I think it was like when it was first introduced, I was like, what is up with that? Plus, this must be the Alina one, right? Because this one is like the more complicated. Look how it has the gating. So it has like the frill, then the gating, then you actually build the box. And what Beth did that I love is she sewed on every seam. So look at the detail work on this. Look at this. So this was a ton of work, guys, because this box, not only do you have to build the box, construct it like cartonage, you have to do the gating cutouts. Also, Beth did all of the frill cutouts and then the front gating, which makes it a more complicated French fry box. And then sewed on every single seam with the same gold threading, which is beautiful. And it says, you make my heart happy. This makes my heart happy. One, it's my first one ever. And you can so much more appreciate it once you see it in person. I will say, however, it's still a lot of work. It's a lot of work for a box, but it's super pretty. And there's the puffy gold hearts. Oh, and look, there are these like larger hearts that came out. These like, they're amazing. They're like acetate. They're really, really cool. They're really cool. Oh, I love your flags. Guys, I still love flags. I don't know why more people don't make these. And I actually think they're amazing when you're building a Maggie project. And I love that you did it with the heart pick with the bead. I actually think this is beautiful. And this one just says hugs and it has glittery hearts with the gemmy and one of the Maggie gold stars. But I love it. I love using them in projects. I love it. Oh, you pierced one of the hearts. Oh, I love these. And I love this piercing of the heart at the bottom. This is such a great, see? And instead of French fries, she has filled the box with all these hearts and then the acetate hearts that are just as pretty. So I'm getting it. And you know what? And I really appreciate this because this sets me up for Valentine's Day, guys. This was a super thoughtful box of love. So there you go. French fry box becomes a box of love with a really cool flag. Woo, I'm so excited. Now I have to figure out, I think that counts as like, a box is like hard to build. That's not an altered box. You cartonage that. So that's kind of a, a big deal. I cannot wait to see what's in here. Oh my gosh, guys. This is like the loaded envelope of all envelopes. Ooh, a giant flag filler. Hold on. First you have to see it constructed. It's like Maggie goodness. Just take a second to take all that in. Just take a second. Oh, and now we know something about Beth, because what we know is that she is unafraid of these delicate dies. Those ones that I'm like, I'm going to tear it when I scrub it. Or if I try just pulling it, I'm like not gentle. And so Beth has used one of these enormous floral but delicate dies. And I got to tell you guys, she clearly is gentle because she hasn't torn it anywhere. It's beautiful. She has backed it with a contrasting kind of teal-based paper, which is really pretty. And then in the flower sprays that come with it, she's added a gemmy up top. Down below, what I love is that she's added all of this amazing variant gold trim. So this is really different than the usual Maggie trim, and I actually think this one's prettier, Beth. I don't know where you got that, if that was from Hobby Lobby or if that's from Allie, but wherever you got this, this is beautiful. And then a different one down here, then some jemmies, and a little mini rosette, and it says gathered, because we know what that means. And there's a little glittery bow and more of that amazing trim. And again, she has sewn it, guys. It is so beautifully done. And tucked behind here is my favorite Tiffany blue, and it's a doily, and then each piece pulls out. So I'm so excited. Let's start with this jumbo flag. Look at it. Oh, and she signed each piece, guys, with XOXO. I love this. Okay, so this is a vellum flag. Kayla, Ben Paul Mama, you watching this? This is amazing. It's like an acetate shaker flag, sewn expertly all the way around, like expertly. It's beautiful. The sequins mix is outstanding. It's got the Maggie stars. It's got the Maggie hearts. It's got those acrylic hearts. It's got teeny little ones. Can you see that? Oh, yes, you can, even on my camera. Then we have the Maggie trim with the pom-poms dangling. And this is built up. See, this is Chunky Dunk. Look at it, guys. It's Chunky Dunk. So you have the E cut out. Thank you. A piece that looks very much like an open book, but it might actually be from Gather. Layered up over a crepe paper rosette, propped up on foam dots. And this is living the life I always dreamed of, over a frame and some gold pieces. This is so beautiful. I might have to hang this instead of putting this in my writing book. This might have to go in the shadow box. Oh, yes. And guys, sewn beautifully everywhere, and book pages. Like, just take a look at the thought that went into this and how much care. And it's so beautifully done. So beautifully done. I'm so excited. Oh, this is too much fun. This is just too much fun. Okay, guys, this is an ATC, kind of like the one Ara sent me, only Ara, check this out. Super chunky ATC, super chunky dunk, with the same threading, so I know you're going to love that. You're going to love it. And then it's got that, so now instead of it being the Adriana Alvarez accordion, it's that beautiful scrunched together paper that looks so vintage, and then you sew down the middle of it. And I can show you what I mean. There's the sewing down the middle, but it's double layered. And then, I love this so much. And I love deer. You know what? I did not have a good experience with deer in Virginia when we lived there, but I love deer. And it has a little gold crown on it. This is so amazing. This is really amazing. And then, sorry, I got distracted by all the detail, and it just says, imagine. And then there's little stars and little gold pieces and this amazing thread. I love this ATC. Oh, there's another one, and this one says always, and look, this one is all glossy accented. Oh, and glittered up on the edges. Your detail work. And this one is the Shara Crane tearing method. Take a look at how awesome this looks. This is a great way to use that method, guys, because you have the same accordion, you have the same stitching in the middle, although what Bethy's done is she's added extra pieces of paper and torn it, and look at it. It's amazing. This is beautiful. Oh yeah, this is another beauty. Oh my gosh. Your rosettes. Oh boy, you put me to shame, girl. These are something else. Sorry. And the packaging. Okay, so it's shaker packaging. Yeah, not kidding. You need to check this out. See this? Shaker packaging. Yeah, unbelievable. You have the, which I believe, but yeah, Bethy, sorry, I keep wanting to say Bethany now instead of Bethy. Beth did it herself. And what she did was she accordion folded and sewed in the middle and then covered up her beautiful stitching, which I can see in the back, with the gold trim, made a beautiful tulle and crepe paper rosette, using a pipe cleaner, made a beautiful dimensional bow, but built a shaker for the packaging and sewed it. It's magnificent. It's just magnificent. But it's these rosettes, guys. You have paper beautifully thick, layered up, then tulle with a little bit of gold glitter, and then we have my favorite swans cut out with a gold wing on glitter paper with a gold crown. And then what I love is on this one we have the iridescent purple threads coming out. And on this one, oh my goodness, and there's book paper poking through. And then there's gold threading on this one. Oh, my camera is not going to do this justice in terms of its spectacularness. But you need to take a second. Unbelievably beautiful. Wow, this is giving me all sorts of ideas. All sorts. And this tag is a glassine tag. Oh my goodness. And it's a large ticket tag. And it's filled with all the same Maggie acid, like the acetate hearts and the small glittery hearts and also the gold hearts. And it is sewn all the way around. And we have small trim. And then layered up as a crepe paper accordion. And then it says, hello, love. And there's the ice skate and the bunny and the little frolicking pieces of foliage. And the ticket with a little heart and another little heart and a couple of really well-placed jemmies. And again, these great little heart picks, but with another one of the beads and a little pom-pom. How amazing is this? I love the delicacy of this. I love the sound of this. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's my first ever vellum acetate tag. I just realized that. That's my first one ever. That's 2 firsts. French fry box and acetate vellum tag. I don't even know what to show you next. Oh, the Memdex. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. All right, so I'm taking a look. Favorite color is pink and mint. Favorite music is country. I would never have guessed that from this. See, this is why I love these. Favorite TV show is Ghost Hunters. Oh, you like to be spooked. The Paranormal Report. Oh, this is amazing. And you have a cat. Oh, and you love collecting macaroons. Wait, like edible macaroons or like cute macaroons that like you put things in, or macaroon lip gloss. And my crush is Pee Wee Herman. Oh my goodness, that tells me a lot about you. I remember Pee Wee Herman very well, pre and post the whole like pedophilia thing. But Pee Wee Herman was like very, very like important in the 80s. Very important in the 80s. All right, let's check this out because this is quite a Memdex, guys. I'm wondering, does this move? No, so it's so layered. Okay, so I have to give you the whole rundown. This is a shaker on one side, completely one of those like, right, on one side. And on the other is sewn in beautiful paper, the same paper that we saw before with the information that I'm not going to show you, but it's beautifully executed. On the front, even though you do see the shaker because you know it's there because of the amazing hint of it all the way through, plus you can hear it. But what's really cool about this is that this is another chunky dunk. We have flowers, we have gold lace doilies that are just poking out a little bit in places, but that's how I knew they were there. And we've got like tickets underneath and tags and foliage, and we've got very, very select few jemmies, but there's 4 on here, but they're so well placed, so they make sense, and they're on these beautiful flowers. We have the 2 metallic ones with, I love how you added the threading to the flowers. I love the texture, guys, that adds. Look how pretty that is with the threading on the floral. Isn't that beautiful? And I also love that you did the peekaboo of the blue to bring out the bottom. This palette's stunning. And then we have flowers, and we have on top of ephemera, and then a tag. And then we have a little bit of gold leafing and a little bit of teal leafing to just sort of tie it all together. And on top we have the pink ruffle trim with the star. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah, I'm loving this thread on these flowers. I'm definitely scrap lifting that. Definitely scrap lifting that. That is beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, it's another one of these amazing glassine tags, and this one is a Ferris wheel, and I'm sorry, I know I'm supposed to be showing it at the same time, but I'm too excited right now. I love everything about this thing. Oh, and you grommeted it. Oh my gosh. And this one has a completely different colored shaker mix. It's mostly golds with coordinating teal hearts with gold in them. Check it out. And there's pearls. on every other. I do that too because sometimes putting it all the way around is too much, and the every other is just perfect, guys. Look at the Ferris wheel. Shake, 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 Ferris wheel. And behind, we have little flecks of like teal fabric and also pink crepe underneath. It is so beautiful. I bet a lot of you Maggie lovers, you inspired yet? Because I'm super inspired. And now I really need to know how to sew because I need to make these. I love everything about this. Listen, crinkle, crinkle. It's amazing. This is a whole world of opportunity. Look. And it's also very pretty. Oh my gosh, guys. This is like... Oh, and then look at these dimensional tees. They're beautiful. Who makes these textures? You know what? I got something else from this company, and I don't think I've seen it before, but I really love it. These are dimensional, and they have like this beautiful glossy accent quality to them. Thank you so much. They're so beautiful. Oh, but this is joy. Look at this. So besides my name being there, this is a ginormous shaker, kind of like the ones that Aura the Paper Treasury makes, but in huge format, with the hot pink ruffle. I love hot pink. The gold bow. And then we have the teal and the stars. But also you have the giant stars in the sequins mix. And more of those acetate hearts, but even larger ones. It is, and I didn't see until afterwards, you even crepe ruffled inside. So guys, there's even like the hot pink is even inside so that all the colors work together. This is so beautiful. I'm covering up everything. But it is so beautiful. Oh, that was, I have to like take a breath. Like that was a Maggie moment, folks. This is like a Maggie moment. Thank you so much for making, oh, there's something else. Guys, I cannot believe this.
It's 12 o'clock.
And there's our man. It's like our man hangs out with us. We're going to miss him when I switch over this week. This is one of those pocket things that I love. Like the kind Ebony does. Oh, but this is stitched. And you didn't just stitch it in like one place or two places. No, you stitched it. Take a look, folks. Oh, and this one is Heritage. And I have never seen Heritage used this way. Oh, I love your die cut. And I love, again, what I love is the details that you put in. So we have the gold shadowing behind the house die cut with the 3 pieces, which gives it dimension. And you know, this gives me a great idea because I have that die too. And I was wondering a little bit about giving it dimension. But guys, I can see how Bethy did it, and it's really beautiful. And that's over a gorgeous little crepe rosette. And it says, you make life beautiful. You make life beautiful. Are you kidding? This is unbelievable. So I always need to study things for a second because I'm so excited, and then I'll share with you. I promise. I won't leave you out of the process. Okay, so this is what I call classic Heritage. You know it's Heritage right away. You have the silhouette of the woman. You have the wreaths. But there's other telltale signs, too, that it's Heritage. And what she has done is she has made it into a shaker in the front. I don't want to shake it because there's stuff inside. And again, another beautiful sequins mix. Perfectly coordinates with everything. More of that interesting spray that I'm so loving. So loving. And then you pull this out, which I cannot wait to look at because it's a pocket letter. And you have this ruffle trim, again, that Bethy's created by rouging and sewing and accordion folding. And then with the Maggie Holmes heart trim. And just, again, more of that amazing fuzzy eyelash trim. It's so soft. It's so soft. And the mint green and pink. But look, there's her sewing at work. Isn't that remarkable? Guys, I'm going to say this again. I need to know which die it is because I told you I ordered one and it was the wrong one. It was like a quarter of this size. I think these are the best things ever for sending things in. I think it looks professional. I think it allows you to fill it with a lot of interesting things. And if you see what Beth did, she really personalized the Heritage by making it into a shaker and putting her own spin on it and sewing each piece individually. It's amazing work. It's amazing work. And now I am super excited to bring you. Let's just take a moment. So what I love is that Beth has brought in all of the different elements from the entire package into a pocket ladder. And I think these are worlds unto themselves, folks. First of all, the tassel. The tassel. We have a music note tassel made and wire wrapped with a glittery gold and pink fuzzy pom-pom. And then we have like, oh, we have so many. It's one of my favorite paint trims. I use it all the time too. But there's also like a slightly more purple trim mixed in. It's pink, but it has almost more towards purple, which is great because it picks up on the flex in this one. And then, of course, you have the mint and the teal. And then another homemade tassel, this one wrapped in teal twine. And then you have this amazing, very Maggie feeling giant one. It just makes me grin. And wow, you sewed this on. Look at it. Oh, it's the sewing. I have to learn how to do this. Oh. So the first one says, oh, hello. And on the back it says happy little moments. And then the next one is the heritage with the hugs. I want you to know that each piece has been sewn. Each piece. So I'm going to take one out where it's going to be easy for you to see it. You know, these are, oh my goodness. Look, both sides have been sewn. The kind of care that goes into this, look how beautiful. And this is the vellum one. That's for the back, so that I have back and front. And then with that came these amazing, look at these dimensional stickers. Wow. I'm like in love. If I took you through each thing, I mean, I think what I want to do is when I get back, I want to do all the pocket letters individually because I feel like they are so much work and they really are worlds unto themselves and they deserve the attention. But I will show you that it says like, oh, hello on the exterior. And then inside, what she's done is she's built like another little world by sewing these pieces, which she's given me, which is so nice. And happy little moments ephemera. And then the heritage one, which says XOXO. On the back of that is another piece that's been sewn. And all of these mini, like, Tim Holtz ephemera pieces that are just so pretty. Guys, I'll show you the back after. And then we go to another one of these amazing bows. She's created a pipe cleaner. And it's over a stamp that was sewn. And I think this one has a letter in it. Because it's got an envelope. Oh, I have to see. I can't help it because it says, Alicia, look at this. So we have like the sewn envelope, which look how pretty that looks. And then some washi to open it. See, this is why the sewing matters. Like if you can sew your little envelope like this, makes it so much more precious. It's not a letter. It's the swan die cuts. And also these other, look. Oh, and these really pretty doily ones. I love little doilies. I love them. And this one I always resist because it's a lot of pokey. This is a lot of work. Even with the scrubber, guys, it's a lot of work. So pretty. Thank you. I love this envelope. Oh, you guys are going to totally inspire me to sew because like when I hold something like this and I see the difference it makes to the quality of the project, I'm just like, okay, you know what? I got to get over myself. And the middle you knew was going to be, we were going to have our star player, which was the deer, and it was going to be a shaker because that links together the whole project. And it says, you are everything. It says, Alicia, you are everything. And that's sewn. And there's a flag behind it. And this was such a clever idea. When I saw this, I was like, yes! So it's a crepe paper rosette with the tulle layered over, gold threading, and in the middle, guys, what Beth has done is she's used one of those wax seal stamps. And in person, I can promise you, this is so cool. So now I'm thinking like, I actually wax seal my envelopes, but I'm at 30 minutes. You see what happened? You see what happened? I didn't even look at the camera. Okay, I have to stop. Not because I don't want to take you through this, guys. It's the most amazing pocket letter. But because we'll be here for another 30 minutes. But there's one that's so pretty with butterflies. Oh, and the little bow you tied. I mean, guys, this is why you can't do a pocket letter. Look at the back. She hand sewed for me pieces so I could use them. This is so thoughtful. That's how pretty the back is. And look at the front. Guys, if you do not know her channel, I'm telling you, you're missing out. It's Bethy's Boutique Studio. I'm going to put her link down below. I'm telling you, this work is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Even if you are not as much of a Maggie Holmes lover as some of us, there's no way that you can't fall in love with the detail on this work. Plus, it's expertly constructed. It's expertly constructed, and the sewing, guys. The sewing. And these little acetate shaker tags, yeah, beautiful. There's a delicacy to them with the little flecks of gold and the crinkle when you hold it. They're magical. Magical. All right, guys. Bethy's Boutique Studio. You've got to show her some love. Leave her a comment or 5 down below and go and check out her channel. I'll be back on soon. Bye for now.